Alien is a sci-fi action thriller movie directed by Ridley Scott. It came out in 13th of November 1979. It became extremely popular. You all know this. It got about 6 movies, 2 spin-offs being the Alien vs. Predator movies, and like 38 licensed video games, and a hell of a ton of merchandise and books. Alien is a very popular franchise, and we're gonna go over the first movie in the franchise, since we're getting Alien Romulus in a couple of days, I think, from me recording this. So I kind of wanted to get this video out there for that, so you have a recap of the first one, because they do look very similar. I think the vibe of Romulus and this one are very similar. I thought I would just tell you what happens in the first movie, and let's just begin. The first scene that we see, or not the first scene, but the first important scene, is seeing the crew wake up. And our first member to wake up before everyone else is Kane. Kane wakes up. The rest of the gang wakes up. Then we get their breakfast scene of them talking and having an awesome time. I'm not going to talk way too much about the scenes, because then I might get copyrighted for using scenes from the movie. The rest of the crew wakes up. We see them talking. We see all of the members. We're going to go over who they are and what their role is as or like on the ship. So you got the captain, who's Dallas. Execute officer is Kane. The warrant officer is Ripley. The navigator is Lambert, and the science officer is Ash. And the other engineers are Parker and Brett. They are having a good time on the ship. They're gonna go back from I think it's a mining ship. I'm quite sure it's a mining ship, so they're like done mining and stuff. So they're now coming back from that and are gonna go home and get paid. But they get kind of stranded, I believe. They do end up in like another solar system or something like that, and they're like stranded. And they also find, I believe it's a moon, and it's like company policy or some sort of policy to tell them you have to check it out if there's a species there. It doesn't matter how big it is, you gotta contain that bullshit. They have to make a little stop to the planet to check it out for, in case there's life there. Like any sort of species. So they land at the moon, and the ship fails. The ship, it just stops. It breaks for a little bit, so they send 3 of the members out to check it out. I kind of forgot who that was. It was Dallas, Kane, Lambert, and Dallas who went to check out the moon. And then Ripley and Parker and Brett stayed behind to fix the ship. Lambert, Kane, and Dallas explore this moon, this very interesting moon, right? Exploring, not having a good time because it doesn't sound very good. I mean, when I watched this movie for like the first time, the audio when they're outside of the moon area is so horrible. Like, I love the movie, but that part is just so listen to that. It's horrible. God damn, that's my only complaint. It's horrible. And eventually they find this weird alien thing. This thing is weird looking. They're like, I do not believe that Xenomorphs built that. Who built that? Go into this building, and again, they find this weird creature that is dead, that is like lying on top of like a cannon, almost. It looks like a cannon. I don't think that creature was a Xenomorph, but it could have been like some version of it. I don't know all the lore, okay? I couldn't tell you what that is, but it sure is dead. Kane, so he goes to check around a little more and finds this little vent thing, or like a little opening. So he says like, hey, check this out, guys! It's another way down! So they get a rope or something, and they go down to check it out. So Kane does that, and then finds this big old room with, gigantic room with this blue mist, as like the floor around it is like blue mist. He's checking around, he's seeing the area, and then he slips and falls down into this mist, and discovers that there's eggs down there. He looks at the eggs like, interesting stuff, And then, one of these eggs start moving. You can see it moving. Now, any other sane person would move away from it and just be like, no. But, he wants to check it out a little more, get a little closer look, goes deeply in, looks at it, and then it opens up, and he saw it open before, he could have pulled away a few steps instead of just going, I'm gonna look in it. I'm just going, what's this? So then Ash, I'm pretty sure it's Ash, sees on the camera that the gang is back and that, something's wrong with Kane. So he's like, we should probably get him inside. But Ripley, who's actually the smartest character in this movie, says, "No! We should not do that in case it is bad. It's a bad thing. It could be dangerous." So she decides, we're not doing that. Let him stay outside. Breathe air, right? So they let him. So she thinks he should be outside, but Ash, who's a little bitch, Kane is outside, and they're all looking at this weird creature thing, right? This face hugger weird thing, trying to understand what it is, and they find out it does something to. It's giving Kane something. It's doing something to his throat. It's giving him some sort of maybe it's air. Go back and forth. Should we take it off? Should we kill it? And they eventually decide we should take it off. But when they try to cut it off, it bleeds acid, big ol' acid. So then they're like, hell no, we're not doing this. Because we can't do it. It bleeds acid. The acid went almost through the entire ship. That's bad. It's bad stuff. So some time goes, they're worried about him, etc. Then Ash tells the crew they should come look at him, because the creature is gone. So they're now trying to find it, and of course Ellen gets jump scared by it. She almost gets face dogged. They're able to capture it, and now they can understand it. They can understand it now. They can. Signs on it. It's a good warning. Since the facehugger is done being on his face, something bad's definitely going to happen to Kane. It seems like he's coming back, he's having a great time, he's just very hungry, but a creature busts out of his stomach, killing him in the process. So there's now an alien creature on your ship, and you lost your big old pal, Kane. The crew is then tasked to find this creature, and I'm thinking killing it. They fail because they don't find it. They find Jonesy, the cat, which is Ripley's cat, instead multiple times. And the alien creature has gotten significantly larger. Brett has been tasked to go along to find Jonesy, while Parker and I'm pretty sure Ellen other places. They're going around checking on places. So Brett was looking for the cat. It took some time, but eventually found the cat, being really scared. It was like, no, I'm gonna get you. But then the xenomorph comes from behind, and not in that way. It kills him with the face thing. And Brett's dead. Parker saw this, because the next scene is he's gonna be like, I saw some big old black thing. It's huge. It's gigantic. It's very dangerous. He's very scared. So he must have seen that happening, which they didn't show that he saw it, but it's fine. So now the crew are aware of this gigantic creature. They're in the spaceship using the vents, right? So they do this massive plan, getting a flamethrower and going into the vents to just burn it alive in the vents, right? And Dallas is the one who's tasked to do this, or he does it. So they're now in the vents, or Dallas is in the vents. The gang are telling him what to do, where to go. And it doesn't go well. Now there's just Parker and Lambert and Ellen left. And they are thinking of, bombing the ship down, self-destructing it, which is the smart move here. So they get their stuff ready, their bombs or whatever they're getting, and Ellen's gonna start the bombing process or whatever it's called. But of course, Lambert and Parker is not gonna have a good time because the xenomorph found them, right? And it went for Lambert first, and that was smart because Lambert could not move. She was very terrified. And Parker could not use his flamethrower on her because that would kill both of them, most likely. It would also burn Lambert alive, which is not a good fate. Lambert dies, Parker dies, and Ellen's the only one living. She decides to stop the ship from blowing up and just letting it go. I think that was her plan. But she doesn't. It's not letting her, so she has to get away and survive, right? Try to get away, but then the xenomorph is close, so she's like hiding, being very scared. But she eventually gets away, gets in her ship, and flies away, and the thing blows up, and she... You would think that would be the end of the movie, but no. The xenomorph was just taking a little nap. So now she has to inject it out in space, and that's exactly what she does. I'm not mentioning all of the stuff that happens, because, again, copyright, and I don't feel like doing that. So, hopefully that was a good enough reminder to what happened. I will make a Alien Romulus review. It will contain spoilers, because I'm not even going to try to review a movie without saying what's good about it. So, look out for that, and thank you for watching.